6:44 on this foggy morning in the valley. So foggy, we've got a dense fog advisory everywhere. I will point out there's no dense fog right now along the coast. We might end up seeing some light fog there, but it looks like we might get lucky. In South Padre, not seeing any dense fog, but everybody else, absolutely. One of the other places that hasn't seen dense fog yet, western Starr County, that could change. Again, we're just now getting to peak fog time. 7 a.m. is usually when the fog is the thickest this time of year. Now, once the sun comes up, it'll slowly get better. But we'll probably still have thick fog until 9 a.m. and that's why this dense fog advisory is until 9 a.m. And in many locations, visibilities are less than a half mile. We might still have some light fog, though, until 10 a.m. Let's bring it down for you. 8 a.m. when still many folks on the road. Look at all the low-level clouds and fog, but already starting to warm up. And then we're mainly in the upper 50s this morning, mid-60s by 8 a.m. Now, at 10 a.m., the fog is probably gone, but notice how there's still some lingering cloud cover. We saw this yesterday. First, we get rid of the fog, then we get rid of the low-level clouds, and eventually, mostly sunny skies coming out this afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock. And I bet the model underdoing these temperatures a little bit, especially for Hidalgo and Starr County. I bet we're going to see some mid-80s, maybe just the low 80s in Cameron and Willacy County, and as usual, a little bit cooler near the coast. Here we go again, the fog coming back. Now, I will say there's going to be a little bit more wind tonight, so I don't think it's going to be as bad, but I think there's going to be a lot of light fog again, and it will be dense in spots. It is going to be a muggy start to the day, probably only cooling down to the upper 60s tonight. Temporarily, some fog in the morning. Tomorrow, we do have a small rain chance. See that tiny little dot of green in Brownsville? You might get lucky in Brownsville to see some rain. If you live in Starr County, though, it'll really have to overachieve for some rain to make it out there. I think these showers are mainly going to be limited near the coast with this little weak front. That's why it's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow. Highs only around 80 degrees instead of the mid-80s. But this is a weak front. We're not talking about it even getting breezy. The winds are still going to be pretty light tomorrow. And just in time for Friday night plans, 7 o'clock. Look, the rain is south of us. The clouds breaking up. Most of the day tomorrow, mostly cloudy. But I do think most of Friday night is going to be mostly clear. And it will get chilly late Friday night. 84 for our high today, a muggy 84, the humidity back. Again, there'll be a lot of fog around until about 10 a.m. The thick fog will break first. Thick fog probably gone by 9 a.m., light fog gone by 10 a.m. Then the clouds will be breaking up, and eventually skies will become mostly sunny, only 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Tonight, 67, very warm for this time of year when we should be in the low 50s. Mostly clear most of the night. We'll call it patchy dense fog tonight instead of widespread dense fog, but I do think there'll be dense fog in some locations. Let's talk about tomorrow. 80 for our high, a mostly cloudy day, but only a 10% chance of rain. That's our last chance of rain for a while. Friday night looks dry with mostly clear skies, but look how it gets chilly again. 55 for our low. Now for Saturday, a gorgeous day, 76, sunny skies, low humidity. The McAllen Holiday Parade, I bet it's going to be in the upper 60s for the McAllen Holiday Parade, but eventually cooling to around 60 degrees with clear skies, no chance of rain. Do not take the ponchos to the McAllen Holiday Parade. You will not need them. On your First 105 AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back after this break.